Hi everyone. I just wanted to give a quick update. If you haven't seen on my Twitter, my actual job has been keeping me super busy, so I haven't had a lot of time to edit videos. The video that is really or you're about to watch is part one of a three-parter. Part of a five-parter actually. We recorded this all as one session, but it ended up being super long, so I cut it into three segments. So it's covering issues 5, 6, and 7, each in the individual video. They're all going to release today. You can watch them in order. They'll be part of the playlist. But just letting you know that that's what's happening, and we will be back on schedule next week. We will be having the videos come out weekly, so they'll be there. Just sorry, it's been a rough ride for me. I've been very busy and very tired, but the videos are coming, and I'm sorry to keep any of you waiting if you wanted to hear the rest of the story. Right. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to NerdChat.
Hi, folks.
My name is Josh, and this is my co-host,
Rick.
So today we're finishing off the Superman American Alien storyline. So these are issues 5, 6, and 7. So if you remember from last time, we left off with Superman tossing on Batman's cape, and it said that he was going to become Eagle Man. Now, he's never really called Eagle Man at any point, but when he is in that costume, I'm going to refer to him as Eagle Man.
Eagle Man!
So, this starts out with two guys robbing, like, a convenience store. And as they're, like, coming out, they both get just grabbed by Eagle Man. Like, the cops are like, freeze! And they just fucking vanish. And the cops are like, what?
What the
Where'd they go? Eagle Man's just flying off with them, and he, like, drops into a park. He like crushes their guns, and he's like, "You two, you don't do crimes, or I'll swoop on down and get you next time. Tell people I said that." He just leaves them. He just and his costume, by the way. So he is wearing Batman's cape. He has a bulletproof vest with his Superman logo on it. And he has like pilot aviator goggles, like with the little helmet thing and the goggles. So that's what his costume looks like at the moment. The next thing is he's having dinner with Lois, and she's like, "The bulletproof vest, it's all a show." He's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, "No, I watched some footage, and if you watch, you can see bullets. Like one hit his forearm, and it just bounced off." And he's like, "Well, why would he do that? Why would he put it on for a show?" And she's like, "I don't know. Why would he do that?" So, and they don't really cover why he did that. Like, he just, I don't know why it was like, hey, he can fly, it has super strength, but it'd be crazy if he could, be bulletproof too. So I don't know what the whole point was.
That would just be stupid.
Like, it's very clear that he can do, he has these other powers, so I don't know. But, when they're talking, and she's trying to come up with a name, he's got to come up with a real name, because he's not known as Eagle Man. She's like, I don't know, Sky Man, the Metropolis, whatever. She's trying to come up with different names, and Superman's maybe he doesn't. Clark is maybe he doesn't want to be a celebrity. She's like, well, why else would we be doing this? What's the point? And he's like, maybe he's just a nice guy with free time, and he just wants to do something good. And it's just okay, whatever, maybe.
I guess.
It just kind of moves on from there. Later on, Clark's talking with his mom, and she's worried about him. No, Mom, no one knows that it's me. No, I try to do one good day.
Did she know right away? Was she just Clark? What the fuck?
Well, yeah, it's very clear that the man running around, the symbol that was on the side of Clark's pod was probably Clark. So they know that it's him. But she's on the phone. She's worried. Are they gonna are you okay? Are you getting hurt? And he's like, no, Mom. I just try to do one good deed a day. Just try to help someone once. If I can do that, I'm doing well. She's like, well, people are gonna figure it out. No, I'm just an intern at Daily Planet. I take my lunches whenever I want. No one notices that I'm gone, and no one cares. It's fine. And his dad's like, are you eating lunch? Yes, Dad, I'm still eating my lunch. It's fine.
Still eating my lunch.
Just being classic parents, and it's adorable. The next thing we see is that Clark is just sitting on the roof, eating Chinese food, sitting on some roof,
Yeah.
And like a window cleaner comes up and he's just like, hey. He's like, is it cool if I eat lunch up here? He's like, knock yourself out, whatever. Sure. He like offers him some of his lunch. He's like, no man, I'm good. But then they hear some screams and there's a fire truck flying through the sky. So Clark dashes off to go get it. But she catches it, and the firefighters are like, "Oh man, he caught the whole truck!" And he like brings it down. And they're like, "What has happened?" They're like, "I don't know, some like huge animal or something, whatever." So he flies over, and he's like listening to the police radios and whatnot. He figures out that it's at the mall. So he goes and he gets there, and there's a police officer there, who, he's like the captain of like the SWAT team or whatever. So when Eagle Man gets there. He's like trying to like figure out like where his SWAT's all gonna go, and Clark's like, "What can I do?" He's like, "Screw it, you're with us." Are you as strong as they say you are? And he's like, "No one's as strong as they say I am, but I am strong, yes." So like, all right, give him a mic and let's go.
Fuck it, bring him with.
Yeah, so they give him a headset or like an earpiece and like.
This
all right,
is why
let's go.
Metropolis is so much better than Gotham. Because they're just like, fuck it, bring the super.
Sure, that guy's got superpowers. We don't know we're up against some weird large animal for all we know. So they charge into the mall, and Clark is looking through with his X-ray vision, trying to figure out what are they even looking for, because they don't even actually know what they're looking at right now. And he's like, I see something in the fountain, and then it's Parasite. He just busts out of the fountain.
Parasite.
It's Parasite. So he'd been feeding off of like the electrical grid, and now he's huge. He's like monstrous sized. And he ends up killing a couple of the SWAT members, and Superman just gets like bashed through a wall, and like the cops that are on the outside, they're like, "Oh God, he's dead!" And then like Superman just gets up and like dashes forward, or Eagle Man, sorry,
Eagle Man.
He just dashes forward, and then they're like, "What's he gonna do against that guy?" And Superman just like grabs him and tears him up through the ceiling and just chucks him in the river, because he figured out, he's like running off of this electricity, so he figured, what is a classic thing to do in any comic book when someone has electricity? Get him wet. So he just chucks him in the water, and he shrinks down to like a regular sized man, still purple man, but he's like, why did you do this? What happened to you? And he's just like, Lex Luthor. So Superman, or Eagle Man flies off with Parasite and just chucks him through Lex's window in his office. And this is where it shows that Clark has no fucking idea what he's doing. And Lex had been like waiting for this moment, for him to screw up. And this was it. This was his moment. So, Clark chucks Parasite through the window, and he's like, "What, are you here for money?" He's like, "No, I'm not here for money." "So you're here to kill me then?" Like, "No, I'm not gonna kill you." Like, "No, what's your plan here?" He's like, "Well, this man said that you're the one." This man that you just threw through my window and 60 stories up into my office? He's like, "What?" He's like, "Well, you said that you didn't. Even if I did, do you think that I don't have deniability on this? Do you think that I haven't planned ahead? By the time that we're done here, everyone's going to think that you're the one that made this creature." So Clark's just like, I'm like, "No, you have no idea what you're doing. You're stupid. You're a stupid man who has no idea what he's doing. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to leave, and the world is going to think that you brought him here because you knew that I was the only person smart enough to handle it. I can contain this creature, and no one's ever going to know the lesser, and that's that. We're going to be done here." And like, he just shows Clark up, and Clark gets pretty down about this. So Clark leaves, and the next thing we see is he's talking to Lois again. They're in the diner again, and she's like, trying to talk more about, Eagle Man. Like, "Oh man, what's he gonna do next? Like, what's his end goal? Like, what is he going to become? What's the symbol?" And Clark's like, "What's the point? What's the point in even believing in this guy? I mean, like, I've seen how the people look now. Like, they have a flat tire and they look up to the sky like, ooh, where is he? Is he gonna come save the day? Like, do you think that he really wants to be depended on like that? And he's a vigilante. He doesn't know what he's doing. He has no right doing any of this." But that's when Lois says, she's like, because Clark's like, "What do you want out of this guy?" And she's like, "I want hope. I want to believe in your idea that he is just the ultimate good Samaritan, just a nice guy with spare time who wants to do the right thing, and is willing to stand up to people like Lex Luthor, who no one in the media dares go near. Because we know that there's something more about what happened with when you went through that creature through the window. But no one wants to deal with it. No one wants to confront Lex Luthor out of fear." So, that inspires Clark and to decide, okay, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to do the right thing. So then we see Lex Luthor again. He's talking to probably Mercy. It's just like his secretary, but whoever it is. And he's like, all right, so that parasite creature, yeah, we got to keep working on this. Said that he was feeding off of bioelectricity, taking electricity. People keep that. We want to keep that. That's really cool. And he just keeps on talking about, like, and you set up, like, the trust funds for the families who are, like, of the victims, like, that's all taken care of, right? Yeah, all right, cool. Like, keep on working on this creature, making me even more terrifying. Well, I want to be like an electricity vampire. That's what I want out of this thing. And he, like, walks into his office, and he's like, oh, I'm glad to see the window is fixed. And she's like, sir, that's what I was trying to tell you about, and it's fixed, because Clark fixed it, but he spray painted all over it saying, what is it? I want to make sure I get it right. Sorry about the window. See you soon. Your pal, XOXO Superman. So that's how he, like, finally decided his name, and, to, like, fully embrace that symbol and whatnot, but then, that was his way of showing Lex Luthor, like, I do know what I'm doing, and I am going to, stop whatever evil you're doing. And it's great. So